Hi, my name is Lupe Romero and I have pancreatic cancer. I was diagnosed February 11th of this year. Um, I had an attempted Whipple procedure on February 14th, which was unsuccessful. The doctors were 90% sure that they could remove my cancer because it's on the head of the pancreas, and I am a healthy person, but they always said there's that 10% of the unknown. Well, when they went in confident that they could remove this cancer, they found that my cancer has attached itself to the mesenteric vein. That's a vein that goes straight to the heart. And so there wasn't much they could do where I originally had my surgery. And so the surgeon closed me back up, and a couple weeks later I was referred to an oncologist. The oncologist put me on a treatment called gemcitabine. Gemcitabine is especially for chemotherapy, especially for pancreatic cancer. After 7 sessions of this type of chemo, I had a CT which showed no improvement whatsoever. It didn't spread, but it didn't shrink. And so then after that, I was put on a more aggressive multi-agent chemotherapy called FOLFIRINOX. It's 3 different types of chemo used for colon, but combined, they're known to shrink or have a good result in shrinking the pancreatic cancer. So I had 6 sessions of that, and then I had a CT scan. The CT scan showed much improvement. And so the surgeon suggested that since the cancer is responding so well to this multi-agent chemo, and I'm tolerating it so well, he suggested 6 more sessions. And so then I agreed to that. I've completed 4. Next Tuesday I will have my 5th, and 2 weeks after that I'll have my 6th, and I'll be done with that. Then I'll have a CT scan, and God willing, in January, God willing, the doctor will schedule my surgery, and I'll have my surgery, and hopefully all this will be behind me. The topic of my video is loss. I have pancreatic cancer, and my husband has very advanced liver disease. I was in the hospital twice this year, and then my husband was also in the hospital in August. We almost lost him. I mean, like literally almost lost him. It was a miracle that he even made it through. And then a few weeks ago he was back in the hospital with leg cellulitis. But when a family is going through so much, his family and my family, we're a very close family. We love my family very much. We love his family very much. And so for whatever reason, you kind of think that you're immune to any other tragedy, but we're not. On November 21st, on my husband's side of the family, we experienced a major tragedy. There was a car accident where we lost 2 of his, well, it was an aunt, an uncle, his grandmother, and then another aunt was hospitalized in serious condition. That is a true tragedy and a major loss. I entered their family 36 years ago. They opened up their hearts to me and accepted me into their family. My family loves my husband very much, just like his family loves me very much. And so Louis' uncle and aunt, and with his 3 aunts and their grandmother, very humble, noble people, very gentle people, genuine people. It's a true loss. Today was his aunt's funeral, and his aunt and I had a really good relationship. she gave me a lot. In my early 20s, I went through some really hard times, and she had was going through a divorce. So I visited her a lot through that time. I was going a lot through with my husband in our marriage. So I used to visit her. I visited her for, for over the years. I visited her quite a bit. My kids became very close to her kids. And so I'm very grateful that she was there for me during those difficult times, and then throughout the years. And then when I got sick, she's been there for my husband also. He's been in and out of the hospital over the last 10 years. But this last year, she was there, and her husband, and the other aunts were there, and cousins. And so we've had their support. And she also came to my home with her husband and her sister and her sister's husband. And we never imagined. Here they were worrying about us, praying for us, calling to see how we were doing, and we never imagined that Louis' aunt would be gone before the end of the year. And so this is a major loss. It's the way that I could explain it is like she was this amazing, beautiful, large tree with an abundance of fruit, so much to give to other people, and that tree was yanked out of the ground, and now there's this humongous hole that can't be filled with anything. Nothing can replace that. But I am so much in love with God, and I know that she was too. And we had the same beliefs. We were both Catholic. She was an amazing woman. She raised her children on her own, and she did an amazing, amazing job. She has beautiful children, beautiful grandchildren. And so, and the same thing with Louis' uncle. He's got a great wife and great kids, and his grandmother was 94. She died instantly. Louis' other aunt, people thought she was okay just by seeing her, but she had internal bleeding because the steering wheel hit her chest. And then his uncle died at the hospital. So the third aunt, she has rib fractures and I think some sort of a hip fracture, but thank God she survived and she'll be home soon. So yeah, today was Louis' aunt's funeral, and that was it was a very intense and very difficult day today. And so in my other videos, I compare my experience with running a marathon and being like at mile 26, getting closer to my surgery. But today it feels like I'm at the 2.2 mile because the heaviness in my heart, thinking about the families. I know that she's okay. I know that her brother's okay, and her mother. The three that passed on, I know that they're fine, and Louis' other aunt is going to be leaving the hospital soon. But the three that passed on, I know that they're in a peaceful place. I know they're watching over their families, and I know that we will see them again. But my heart is very heavy for the ones left behind, because it's a true loss. And so for them, I feel like I'm walking in drying cement. It's like my footsteps feel heavy, my heart feels heavy. But we continue to move forward. After I'm done with this video, I'm going to go do my 3-mile walk. I don't feel like doing it. My body doesn't want to, but I know it's something that I need to do. Once I'm done, I'll feel better. But this was a great loss, and I want to dedicate this video to Louis' aunt and uncle and grandmother, and especially his aunt, because a little part of her is with me, her influence, the person that she was. Very grateful, very gentle, very kind. A part of her has molded who I am. She was a strong woman, so by her example, I've learned a lot from her. So we are we become or are molded by our experiences and people that we know. So I'm very, very thankful to God that I got to know her and experience that friendship, that love. So, but yeah, when you are experiencing something like cancer, we're definitely not immune to any other tragedies. So, and all we have to do is just, all we can do is continue to take one day at a time, one moment at a time. And what this has taught me is to not leave communicating with loved ones for tomorrow, because there might not be a tomorrow. It's just I've made several phone calls to loved ones to tell them how much I love them and how much I miss them, and I'll continue to do that. I respond immediately to my texts and to my emails, and I'm not going to leave anything else like communicating with loved ones for tomorrow. If somebody wants to meet with me and have lunch with me, or I'm going to make time for them. But I'm very much in love with God, so I thank Him for everything that He has given me. I thank Him for the family that He has given me, on my side of the family and on my husband's side of the family. And I pray, my heart right now goes out to all the family members and their heartache. And the next few months, the next few years, everybody experiences loss differently. I lost my father when I was 37, and I'm 50 now, and I miss him still. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't think about him. But when I think about him, I think about my mother, who's still alive. So then I try really hard to spend as much time as I can with her. I call her frequently and tell her how much I love her. She's an amazing woman. And so, anyway, if you've lost a loved one, I pray for you. You're in my heart and my prayers, and we'll pray for each other. And keep your chin up. God loves you. Whether you believe in Him or not, He's always there for you. If you ever need anything, just all you have to do is ask, and He'll provide you with whatever it is that you need. I love you, and I'll talk to you later.